Subject is English of standard 5th and name of the lesson is All About Money. Yes, dear children, this is 28th lesson in Balabharati textbook. The heading is All About Money. Yes, dear children, you know the meaning of money. Money is nothing but paisa, isn't it? Yes, we all need money to buy things and to pay people who work for us, isn't it? But what is money? Who invented money? Do you know? If you don't know, then we will go through this lesson and we will try to understand the meaning and what is money. Okay, the meaning of the money and who invented the money. Okay, here today we see money in the form of coins and notes. Yes, this we call currency. Currency, otherwise cash money. We have now coins and notes currently, isn't it? Yes, coins. There are different coins with the different denominations, and we have different notes with the different denominations, isn't it? We will go through some of them. Here, this is 50 paisa coin. You know this? Okay, a 1 rupee coin, a 5 rupee coin, a 10 rupee coin. See, these are coins, isn't it? 50 paisa, 1 rupee, 5 rupees and 10 rupees. Okay, like that only we have so many notes with different denominations. Some of them we will go through. A 5 rupee note. This is a minimum denomination note, 5 rupees. 10 rupee note. This is 20 rupee note. 50 rupee note. This is 100 rupee note. This is 500 rupee note. And this is 2000 rupee note. They are of different colors and different size, isn't it? Here also we can see different colors also and different size also. Why did they use different color, do you know? Different color and again different size. Yes, because to identify easily. Okay. You know properly about all these coins and notes, right? Now, these are the coins and notes we use in India. But different countries use different coins and notes. Their money is known by different names. We will go through some of them. This we know that this is our country, India, and we use rupee. Correct? We use rupee and the symbol for rupee is like this. Correct? It is not necessary to write RS or rupees in front of the number. We can use this symbol to mention rupees. Right? Next is United States. Yes, they use dollars. How we use rupee, like that they use dollar. And the symbol for dollar is like this. S and two vertical lines. Okay? This symbol tells the money in dollars. Next one is United Kingdom, London, England. Okay? United Kingdom. Yes, they use pounds. Okay, and the symbol for pounds is like this, L and one horizontal line. Got this? India rupee, United States dollars, and United Kingdom pounds. Okay, there are so many countries are there, and like that so many different current currencies they use and different names they have, like euro, n, etc. Okay, yes, dear children, long ago people did not use coins and notes. Got this? they there was no money. At that time, people used to exchange goods with other goods, which is known as the barter system. Here, one person he gives sheep and he takes goat, means exchange of things or goods, because there was no money at that time. Got this? This system mostly prevailed in the Asian countries for long period of time. This is called barter system. Remember the word barter system means exchange of goods or things. Okay. Next, what happened? It may be seem unbelievable, but long ago, people even used special stones as money. But long ago, people even used special stones as money. Here, dear children, can you see these stones? They are not stones, they were money at one age. Okay? Yes, imagine how difficult it must have been to carry this money from one place to another. Imagine. Okay, afterwards, people also used bricks of salt, shells, and cowries as money in the past. See, after stones here, they started to use the brick of salt, shells, and cowries. Yes, dear children, here these are called salt bricks. Can you see this? They used salt bricks as money for some time. After they used these shells. These shells we get on the in the seawater. Correct? Right? Afterwards they used cowries too as money. Cowrie means here small shiny shells that were used as money in the past in parts of Africa and Asia. Got this? From stones, it changed to salt bricks, shells, and cowries. After that, what happened? We'll go through. Yes, people gave grain, farm produce like vegetables, fruits, cattle, goat, chickens, etc. in return for the things that they need, like clothes, tools and implements, or as wages. Got this? Like here also they used to exchange the goods. Now, dear children, then they began to use bits of precious metals like gold, silver, and copper as money. Got this? Later on, they started to use gold coins, silver coins, and copper coins as money. It was easier to carry this money around because it was light in weight, isn't it? Paper money. Yes, here we can see the paper money. The first paper money used in China about 1000 years ago. Got this? The paper money first used by China about 1000 years ago. Paper money or notes have no value of their own, correct? But a note is a promise to give that much money. Really, it has no value. This bit of paper has no value. But it gives or it promises to give that much money, right? Whatever is written is a denomination or value of this note. Here, these notes are printed by the government. Got this? Only government can print this. No one else is allowed to print notes. Yes, no private company, no individuals can print the notes. Only and only the government of that country can print the note. Here, dear children, we will go through some pictures of printing notes by the government. See, slowly go through the pictures. These are the big machineries they use to print the notes. Printing, making bundles, packing, etc. are done by the help of the big machines, complex machines. Okay, you can go through a video on YouTube to see how the currencies are printed by the government. Okay, yes, dear children, always remember. Yes, what to remember? See here. First, don't fold the notes. See here, it is a folded note of rupees 500. Please don't fold the notes. Don't write on the notes. Yes, don't use pen, marker, pencil, anything on the note. Okay? Next, don't tear the notes. Yes, please don't tear or crumple the notes or damage them in any way. Yes, handle the notes carefully. Okay, these four things you have to remember always. Yes, you should always be careful when you spend money. Don't purchase all the things. Whatever necessary for you, that you can purchase. Okay? Yes. While spending money, be careful because people have to work hard to earn money, isn't it? People work hard to earn money. See here some pictures we will go through how hard they work to get the money. We'll see full day and night they work to earn the money. See the pictures. When they work hard, then only they get money. So, dear children, your mother, your father, they work hard to earn money. So, be careful while spending the money. Okay? Now we will move to the exercise part. Yes, dear children, here one passage is given. Read the passage and draw the tree diagram to show this information. Yes, one passage is given here in the textbook. Okay, if you want to open now, then open please page number 70. Okay, you have to read this passage and then you have to draw a tree diagram to show the given information. Yes, we will go through this. Please give concentration. Okay, shall we start? Things in our surroundings form two groups: living things and non living things. Living things are of two kinds: plants and animals. There are two types of plants: flowering plants and non flowering plants. If we consider animals, we see that some animals lay eggs. They are oviparous animals. Some animals give birth to their young ones. They are viviparous animals. Yes, dear children, just now we read this passage. Now we will try to draw the tree diagram to show this given information. Okay, before this we will try to understand about the tree diagram. See, dear children, this is a tree, isn't it? This has here roots, correct? Inside the earth there are so many roots, and this is a main stem, isn't it? Main thick stem. And from this stem so many branches are there. They are diverted in different directions. Correct? From the root one stem is there, and from the stem so many branches we can see. Like that only here one main thing will be there. Then from that main thing we have to show the branches. Yes, like this. Okay, what is the main thing here? Things. Correct? The main thing is things, only things. And then it is divided into living and non-living, and living are divided into plants, animals. Plants are divided further, and animals also divided further. That we have to show like this. Okay? See here, we will take this paragraph here, passage here. Okay, now by the help of this paragraph, we will try to draw the tree diagram. See, first things, correct? Things in our surroundings form two groups. So we will show two arrows. Okay, two groups. Which are they? Living things. One, living things. Second one is non-living things. Okay, this much is over. Now further, living things are of two kinds. This, here two arrows we will draw. Okay, are of two kinds, that is plants and animals. Here we will write plants and here animals. Okay, next there are two types of plants, that is flowering plants and non-flowering plants. So here also we will draw two arrows. Here we will write what to write: flowering plants. The flowers we can see on the plants, that is called as flowering plants, and the plants that do not give the flower, these are called as non-flowering plants. Okay, this is over. Now if we consider animals, Now move to animals here. We see that some animals lay eggs, means eggs giving animals. They are called oviparous. Okay, and some animals give birth to their young ones. Yes, again here we will draw two arrows, right? One is egg laying animals, that is nothing but oviparous. Oviparous means the animals which lay eggs. And the second one is viviparous, means the animals that give birth to their young ones. They are viviparous. Over. Our tree diagram is ready. Correct? Yes, dear children, like this you have to draw the tree diagram. It looks like a tree with different branches. With so many branches. Isn't it? So this is called as tree diagram. Make meaningful sentences from the following table. Yes, dear children, here we can see a table, right, with three columns. In first column, some sentences are there, and in second column, only one word is there, that is but. And in third column, again we can see some sentences. Yes, here we have to do a meaningful sentence. We have to make a meaningful sentence from the following this table by using the sentences given. Okay, here she was tired. He was angry. She wanted to buy a car. Here she finished her homework. He did not fight. She had no money. Okay, here we will use all the three columns. Okay, and we will try to make meaningful sentence. First one here, she was tired but she finished her homework. Yes, all together when we write we will get a proper meaning too. She was tired but she finished her homework, means instead of tiredness she finished her homework. Okay, next is he was angry but he did not fight. Yes, he was very angry, then also he not went to fight. Okay, last one. She wanted to buy a car. But what happened? She had no money. Okay, she wanted to buy a car. But what happened? Her wish not fulfilled because she had no money. Okay, yes, here we will go through first. He did not know the answer. He did not copy his friend's answer. See, okay, here also we will write. He did not know the answer, but he did not copy his friend's answer. So nice boy, isn't it? Correct? He did not took the help of his friend. Next, they did not have money, but they lived happily. See here, they did not have money, but they lived happily. They were satisfied in what they have. Last one is he did not read the book but he knew the story. This also gives us a perfect meaning. He did not read the book but he knew the story. Here we can write like this. He did not read the book because he knew the story. This one also it will become right. He did not read the book but he knew the story. Okay, like this we can make meaningful sentences. Write an autobiography of a 2000 rupee note in about 8 to 10 lines. Yes, dear children, you know that the meaning of autobiography, isn't it? Autobiography means writing something about oneself. The poet, the author, he writes about his life history or some time of his life. He expresses his feelings, he expresses his thoughts, okay, and details about his life. Okay, here we have to write an autobiography of a 2000 rupee note. Correct? Means we have to assume as we are a 2000 rupee note. I am not a teacher. Now I am a 2000 rupee note. If we assume like this, then it becomes very easy to write the autobiography. Okay? See here, we will start. Today I am a 2000 rupee note and command quite a lot of respect in society. I am at present sitting comfortably in the drawer of a jeweler. Now I am in the drawer of a jeweler. Okay. I was given, along with hundreds of others like me, to the jeweler in return for a diamond necklace by a very stylish lady. Yes, I was given by a stylish lady to the jeweler. Why? Because she purchased a diamond necklace. Right? Now I am in drawer of the jeweler. I remember my early days. Now going into the past. Okay? I was originally a part of a tree. I was cut down, processed, converted to paper, and sent to the mint. A lot of things were printed on me. You can see here my body. Lot of things were printed on me. I was checked and rechecked and then sent amidst great security to a bank. Yes, after printing, I was checked and rechecked and then sent with great security to the bank. See my journey, right? Next is the stylish lady took me from the bank and gave me to the jeweler where I now am, wheeling away my time. I wonder what is my future. Yes, dear children, like this autobiography you have to write. First, assuming that I am that object. How I said, I am not a teacher, I am a 2000 rupee note. Then we have to tell our story. We have to express our feelings. Okay? Now, at last, we have to write like this that I wonder what is my future. Okay? Like this, finishing lines should be there in the autobiography. Got this, children? I hope you understood. Yes, dear children, as an activity, you can write the autobiography of a chalk or board, or you can write the autobiography of a coin. Okay? Try to write one autobiography of your favorite object. You only take anything or any object and write the autobiography of that object. Thank you, children. Take care.